Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, they run with Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Hines, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, It's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Henderson going to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Mike 51. Mike 50 exit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Harris now to return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
On play action, Mariota. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
50 seconds to mine. Okay, double.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the delay, here's Hines. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Mariota flush to his, and he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. On 1st down, Johnson.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right there, 56. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Mariota. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
16 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mariota on first down. And Thomas has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Henderson now on first and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, It's Hines, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Adams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Hines. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Watch time.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
This is Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming for you, man. Check 26, check 26. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
Play action now. Mariota. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for two here.
65. Check.
The toss running left. It's Hines. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Oh, and let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
43! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Yellow. Let's go.
From the 29, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll begin here with Adams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Mariota. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Come on, QB, come on. He's one. Scratch. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alert 3.
They run again with Hines. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. On 3rd down, Hines. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check curls. 15. Check. Yellow. 25. Check 25.
Here we go with Johnson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Sponge. No.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go. Fight on this two. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Box shot. Here I come.
On second down and 4, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that takes us from second to third down.
I'm the line. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, 43, 15. 56. Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Mike 57. I'm coming.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57 locked. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I got it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day, punt. 57's the mic. 57's the bravo. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Beckham, the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Preston Smith there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
Back to throw. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blank.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Yellow, yellow. 53, Mike, Ripley. What we got? Jim.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll run again with Adams. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.